is going to go by pretty damn quickly. Let's see what the introduction is going to be like between Moke and Dual Kevin here with Chun-Li versus Rashid.
Classic Chun-Li on top of that. Dual Kevin been doing such a great job of controlling the neutral. That low forward is what you're going to see quite a bit of. But Moke, and I don't feel like people talk about it, Chun-Li's normals, man, they're really good, man, especially for controlling the ground. And you can already see what that looks like, making Dual Kevin go instantly to that reversal.
Trying to sneak something in with that Hazanchu. Kevin was looking for that perfect parry, but no go. We find the exposure off of the low medium. A little bit of a drop on the stomps, but it's still fine, recovered by Moke.
Yeah, he's got that corner position still, but we've seen Kevin day in and day out fight his way out of this corner. And a lot of times it's been on the defensive side, but also finding the offense. It's probably going to be a little bit harder here versus Chun-Li, though.
Yeah, a lot of the drive rushes coming out. The pressure from Moke has been a little bit too much for Dual Kevin, and he's already sitting in critical territory in regards to his life bar. Koke's going to be spacing out. Perfect parry, and then also the check right afterwards with the standing medium. Moke getting just a little bit of damage. Back throw more than enough. The first round ringing out in favor of Moke.
I like that, representing the throw, the end around. Didn't see much of it in that actual match, but let's see what the adjustment is. Dual Kevin playing a very slow-paced game. Rashid, typically the character is going to outpace you on the ground. Not so easy here versus Chun-Li. She's got that great fireball. Once again, the buttons. Air mobility, something you got to worry about.
Yeah, that forward normal is going to be so difficult to kind of maneuver around, right? That forward or backward medium punch is going to be a great stopping tool to catch some of your normals as well. And again, you talked about that air mobility, being able to traverse past any sort of throw attempt with instant air legs.
Side switch.
Oh,
nice.
Of course, he's ready for that mix.
Ooh. Cross up back to the middle of the screen, ready with the check. Just gets him in with the jab. Nice block over the overhead.
Ooh.
2 times over. Dual Kevin survives.
Damn, both Kevins blocking the overhead.
Mm-hmm. They're helping each other out.
Let me take over.
Perfect parry. Full CA there too on the side of Dual Kevin. We're going to send him into the storm. We're going to save a bar potentially. You're looking to close out here without too much interaction. The burnout's there, but 2 bars on the side of Moke.
He had to play a little bit precautious. You saw Chun-Li take the disguise and sneaking in the DI instead. Charge that bad boy up. More than enough damage with the OD into the big kick in the sky.
Yeah, that dive kick gets the knockdown. Dual Kevin keeping it in contention. First game, 2 rounds, 1 apiece. Final round here in this first game.
That made me flinch. Anytime I see a character whiff a heavy button. Not going to be for the side of Chun-Li. That bad boy goes a long distance.
It goes so far. But also just, you know, kind of hidden behind some of those other buttons she has. That ground walk speed, big jump in. Dual Kevin, back to the corner you go.
Right for the setup. There's the block. Trying to jump out of there. Was an air reset. Dual Kevin was aware.
Ooh, nice check. Tries to force the issue. Dual Kevin met with a jab, gonna spin the level 3. I don't think this is dead. So now Dual Kevin has an opportunity. Burnout on the side of Moke, but you got resources. CA yourself. Drive reversal. Sets up the level 2. This interaction could be something big. Moke chooses to go in, closes the distance, and actually for good measure, but he's so close to this corner. Dual Kevin, he's got 1 bar. He can get this first game if this next interaction plays out. The level 1's on deck.
Oh no, he dropped it. He definitely had the kill.
Oh,
he had an opportunity to kill because he had level 1 on deck. He had dropped it ever so slightly. You see a slight bit of frustration from the side of Kevin. That could have been a whole different start for him had he had gone through with the rest. A slight mishap, a slight execution error from him.
Yeah, look, the first thing is you got to notice that Moke definitely did his research, interrupting with the jab just to stop the momentum and completely take it back. My man, oh man, look at that Moke sticker, the green one. Oh, that's sick.
That was the, oh yeah, the slight head tilt.
Evil Moke.
Evil Moke. I like the fact that they have a Kevin plus Kevin equals Dual Kevin. I know my calculus.
All right, here we go. Game 2, long first game right there. Nice block on the drive reversal. Big life lead here from Moke in his corner.
Swinging out with the heavy normals, creating some space for himself, and another set of heavy normals off of that roundhouse.
That's when you see Moke actually go for their interaction. Oh, I like the switch up on the approach. Moke still prepared to deal. He said the whirlwind won't get you out of danger. I'll check that drive rush. And there's another round on the board for Moke. My man definitely did some soul searching. Looked around, was like, you know about Kevin? What about Dual Kevin? I got to fight with him. I need to know what he likes to do. Big confirm mid-screen.
Did you see that? He actually got the big fat whiff punch against the medium punch. Just outside of that range, the tap parry does get blown up. If it's not one corner, it's the other. What an interruption. Didn't lead to much, though.
Wow, the reaction to this dude crouching low forward right there from Dual Kevin in that situation could have been super dangerous.
Oh, stabbing it again. Moke. Spacing things out with the Kikoken.
Oh, catch the toes, and now you're in the corner. Chun-Li's pressure in the corner, something you got to be worried about. You do have that wake-up option, but that's why you see Moke kind of hesitate on the wake-up. Great check on the air. Didn't spin the bar, though, so it's not going to get the kill.
So much success off of these anti-airs. Just lets us so much control against Dual Kevin. And he's down in the dumps right now in terms of life and in the meter. He can't go from one normal into a drive rush cancel. It's going to spell his death more.
Oh, yeah, and checking the toes again. Now, he's looking at the fact that Dual Kevin wants to walk around, get good spacing on the ground, and checking all those options with a low or just a button to make you not feel comfortable.
It's just so much control. But being in a 3 out of 5 setting, Dual Kevin's been in this exact situation before in day one. We'll see what other options he's going to have, especially with the mobility that Rashid does present. He could get himself out of the corner off of a jump if need be. He does have access to getting around throw loops just as much as Chun-Li does with the instant sky high. That hasn't even been the case. Moke has been so smart about his pressure, right? It hasn't even been majority of it like throw loops or up close pressure. It's been mostly just like, hey, I dare you to try to counter poke your way out of this.
And you cannot do that easily versus Chun-Li. Small buttons, especially up close. And we go right back to the big buttons. Oh, catches you on the recovery. Dual Kevin getting the momentum. No games on his side, so you know he's not trying to lose any more rounds. But if he loses two, to the shadow realm.
That was mad meaty, by the way, on the medium kick. The fact that he still got the forward medium punch afterwards. Low medium, not going to find the mark on anything else. Counter hit, the Dual Kevin special. Medium kick when you least expect it for the counter hit conversion. Dual Kevin on the board is staying alive.
Round 2, game 3. Dual Kevin has to fight his way out. Been a lot more persistent about fighting in this neutral game too. Ooh, and just like that, big punish counter. Wow, wake up stop. Exchange almost goes the way of Moke, but this corner definitely right behind Dual Kevin.
And again, that exact instance we were talking about, and he's tempting Dual Kevin to go for like a counter punch, or even counter hit, I should say, excuse me.
Met with a jab conversion.
Oh, you heard the tap parry. All the defensive options have been getting blown up. The overhead has been exceedingly well blocked by Dual Kevin, but it doesn't lead to anything else. Moke now looking at match point. Both characters locked in with 3 bars apiece. Moke, he might have the upper hand. Dual Kevin is no longer allowed to throw a fireball, but he started it off, excuse me, with the OD whirlwind shot. But Moke, he was already committed to backing up, right?
I mean, it's part of the guessing game, right? You might be prepared to deal with that one whirlwind shot, right? But if I do OD, you got to parry it. But Moke says, I'm going to negate it all and just go for the jump. And now he's got this corner position. Dual Kevin looking pretty dangerous right now, especially with his back to the wall, but not enough drive to really do something big.
He scored that knockdown, didn't push Chun-Li away enough. It's Moke who's going to be on his own volition, backing away from Dual Kevin for now.
Playing that slow-paced fireball game. Great button right there. Gets the clip. Lively definitely still in favor of the Chun-Li. Perfect parry. There's the momentum. Dual Kevin needs to make something happen. He finds a counter hit.
The Great Desert Storm, the Isar. A couple of parries on the side of Moke. Not too much damage. Okay, up until this point, he tried to tap parry. Another throw. Overhead can do it. Oh, no shot. You woke up with it? No way. Critical Art is mad damage. Damage on the side of Dual Kevin. He's also in disbelief.
Sultan Renka gets the level 3. Oh, the tap. Oh my God, the levels to this. And just peppering them with the light buttons. Finds the opening, closes out a clean 3-0 right there for Moke versus Dual Kevin. And you can see how excited he is.